We're talking an incoming storm that could bring feet of snow to the mountains starting this weekend.
This morning, there is a new twist in the already complicated case of Lori Vallow and the death of her 2 children.
I was going to murder him. I was going to kill him, like the scriptures say.
This recording is sparking a new death investigation.
Well, I just think it's an embarrassment.
Congressional Republicans continue to refuse to acknowledge Joe Biden as the country's new president-elect. This morning, the latest reaction and response, including what's next for Capitol Hill.
This Veterans Day, we want to help brighten the spirits of our men and women serving overseas. This morning, learn how you can help with treats to troops.
Up with KREM starts right now with Jen York, Joshua Robinson, Jeremy Legoo, and Dana Marie McNichol.
Six a.m. now on our Wednesday morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Up with KREM and happy Veterans Day to all of our veterans watching at home. We're taking a look at some of the pictures that you've sent in this morning. I'm loving seeing them coming in. Yeah, you can text us a picture of a veteran in your life to be featured here on the show. The number 509-448-2000. Also, if you want to include a little story, maybe we can share some of those throughout the show too.
Wow, there are also a couple of events going on in Spokane today honoring veterans. We've got a couple drive-by parades for you, including this one today at 1:30 p.m. You can meet at Brighton Court Assisted Living for a 2 p.m. parade. In the City of Spokane Police, Spokane Valley Police, Spokane Valley Fire Department, and Coyote Country will be at the parades. We'll have more information about other events going on throughout today's show.
Yeah, keep those pictures coming. In the meantime, 6:01 now. It also may be a little foggy for your commute. Taking a look at your screen now. This is a little bit earlier on today. You can see that haze settling in over the roads there. Maybe a good idea to just take it easy today.
Yeah, we are waking up this morning to some of those low visibility concerns across the Northwest today. Let's check in with meteorologist Jeremy Legoo, who's got more information on when we can expect to clear up, if we've got it at all.
That's right. But first, we do want to check in with Nicole Hernandez. She's out and about this morning. Nicole, what are you seeing?
Yeah, Jen, that is exactly it. Just fog, and like you said, taking it easy this morning. I'll go ahead and give you a look at what we're looking at out here in Airway Heights. This is the worst we've seen it this morning out here in Airway Heights. You can see we're having some visibility issues, cannot see too very far. The good news is the fog is not bad enough to stop those headlights poking through, so we can still see the cars around us when we're driving around this morning, but definitely take it slow. Make sure those headlights are on, because that is really what is letting people see you around with this fog. Be careful with just kind of where you're waking up in the morning is going to depend on how much fog you're seeing. Early this morning on the South Hill, there was a good amount of fog. Downtown and North Side earlier this morning seemed pretty clear, but moving our way this way, moving our way west, we saw a lot more fog coming throughout the morning. So it's going to depend on where you're waking up, but either way, make sure you're giving yourself that extra time to get out of the house, because this fog, of course, is creating moisture. You can see it. I don't know if you can see it through the camera at all, but you can see it with the light kind of through those lights shining, and that moisture could potentially freeze on the roads, of course, causing ice. So be careful, give yourself time this morning. The National Weather Service has warnings out for the Spokane area, the Spokane Valley area, and the Coeur d'Alene area. So anywhere in our region, just be ready for that potential for fog this morning. Live in Airway Heights, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
All right, thank you very much, Nicole. And as Nicole mentioned, it's fog and it's also some icy spots on the road. That's about a worst case scenario. The good news is both the fog and the icy spots aren't overly prevalent. We're seeing them in a few isolated areas. I was expecting a very slick start to my day. I only slipped once heading out the door, so not too bad, but still something I would highly recommend watching out for. Visibility down to about a half mile where you saw Nicole there early on this morning. Deer Park at about a quarter mile. Coeur d'Alene, you're trending right around 4 miles now, and it's kind of going back and forth between 4 miles down to 3 miles. Across the region, there still is that dense fog advisory that remains in place till 9 a.m. That'll expire once the sun comes up and we get rid of some more of that moisture. Wouldn't be surprised though if fog grew a little more widespread here in the next hour or so as temperatures drop ever so slightly. We're already down in the mid to low 20s in many locations. Once you see that Coeur d'Alene number drop just a little bit, I would expect a little more fog to develop. It's a mix of clouds and clear skies overhead, and that's going to be the case through much of the day. Fog going to keep us rising slow. In fact, we're shooting for the mid to upper 30s later on this afternoon. You'll see a little bit of sun, but don't expect much, and temperatures are staying about 10 degrees below where they should be this time of year. And Jen, it takes a few days for us to get back up to normal.
Jeremy, you're in trouble this morning. You know I like it warm, but yeah, you certainly can feel it if you step outside this morning. Thank you. 6:04 now. Well, more now for your morning rush. Local headlines to start your day.
The so-called mastermind of the murder of a Newport teenager, Jason Fox, has been formally charged.
And that's why I'm going to set bond in this matter in the amount of $1 million cash or surety.
Now, yesterday, a judge formally charged Riley Hillstad in that crime. He is facing charges in the 19-year-old's death, along with 4 other men.
The other suspects say Hillstad was the one who orchestrated Jason's murder. He's facing 8 charges, including first-degree murder and kidnapping.
The city of Coeur d'Alene is now considering issuing citations for people in violation of a local mask mandate. This comes about 1 month since it passed the city council.
Police say 4 people ignored the mandate last Friday and refused when they were asked to put on masks. They could face a $100 fine. The city attorney's office is also reviewing 5 bars downtown for violating Governor Brad Little's Idaho Rebounds plan. 4th of July Pass is also back open today after the snow caused multiple spinouts yesterday. One westbound lane is closed, but traffic is still moving. Snoqualmie Pass is also back open after being closed for snow yesterday.
And that's your morning rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media.
Taking a look at what's trending locally here, bald eagles are returning to Lake Coeur d'Alene. According to the Idaho Bureau of Land Management, prime bald eagle viewing season is just beginning. A KREM viewer has some awesome photos that she sent us. Photographer Allie Ray sent us these several eagles she spotted while at Higgins Point. Eagles start returning in November to feed on salmon. Then they stay through about February. Experts say the best time to see the eagles is during late November and early December. Last year, there were over 250 eagles counted on just one day. Some of the best places to view the eagles include Higgins Point, Mineral Boat Ramp, and Mineral Ridge Trailhead. Now, the Bureau of Land Management recommends you follow these tips to keep your birds and the family members safe. Avoid disturbing the birds. That's the #1 thing. Do not approach them on foot, so stay as far away from the birds as possible. Binoculars are essential. Also, stay in your vehicle if viewing nearby birds, and then park off the main road. Do not stop on the road or look for eagles while driving. Interstate 90 and Highway 97 are heavily traveled, so remember it is illegal to stop in any type of traffic lane. Tim?
All right, Dana Marie, thanks so much. President Trump and many Republicans across the country have yet to acknowledge the outcome of last week's election. This morning, I'm in the Up with KREM Election Center talking about how it could affect the transition into the Biden administration.
And we are looking at a little bit of patchy fog early on this morning. We'll get you out the door with what you can expect as you hit the roads.
And today is Veterans Day, so thank you to all of our veterans watching this morning. Now, we're also sharing some facts about today honoring our service members, including this. Many celebrities, of course, have served in the armed forces, including Johnny Cash and Morgan Freeman were 2 airmen. How about that? All right, stick around throughout the show for more Veterans Day tidbits. You're watching Up with KREM.